whispers, alibis thin. Two sharp-eyed sleuths say, all right, who sinned? Has tipped low, clues fall in line. They read between the lines, right on time. Grim starts sweating when the squad rolls through. Every story tested, most don't stand up to prove. So grab your fedora, jump right in. True Crime Squad's on, and the trouble begins. Join the super squad, bonus laughs, deeper clues. Same sharp sleuths, just extra clues.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the True Crime Squad. This is Katie Weaver. I'm here with my sister, co-host, and partner in crime, Christy Brower. Hello.
Hello. May I?
The funniest thing just happened, and I am dead. I cannot quit laughing.
Well, Katie wouldn't put herself on the screen, and I have to put myself. She's leading, so she's on the left. Anyway, I think I clicked on you about the time you clicked on me.
I'm just still so distracted about the text. Okay, we just our sister.
Also the text.
Yes, our sister is at Disney World with her husband currently. And she texted us a picture of her husband at Animal Kingdom. But she also texted and said that they went to Animal Kingdom with her son last year. So they had to recreate it this year. Only she didn't type animal. She typed anal.
They went to Animal Kingdom last year, guys.
They went to Animal Kingdom. And now they're trying to recreate it. I said, we do not want to see a picture of that. No, thank you.
Oh, my God. That was hilarious.
That's one of the best typos I've ever seen. I am dead.
That was, and it was like just as we were going live, I saw it. And I was like, oh, no.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, thank you. You like my nails? They're a little bit St. Patrick's-y.
They're very cute. Our cousin just responded
way
in the
into cat
chat.
eye now.
They're so cute. Our cousin just responded in the group chat and said, that will definitely get you kicked out of the park.
Yes, it will.
Well, anyway, we needed a little comic relief because holy God was today terrible. You know,
I thought we were back in one of Lori Vallow's trials.
Indeed.
With the circus went on today.
Well, you know, sometimes we walk away from a day of trial just feeling really heavy in our hearts, you know, like we heard some horrific things. Maybe we saw some terrible things. I mean, there are things about Lori Vallow's trial that I will never erase from my brain, ever.
No.
Pictures, autopsy things. And, you know, sometimes we walk out of court feeling like that. And you definitely need a reason to laugh then. But today was just a shit show from the get-go. And luckily, the judge did let us out, an hour early tonight.
I think everyone, himself included, was like, we got to get the fuck out of here.
That judge doesn't even drink, and he went home with a six-pack. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a wreck. So we knew that it was going to start rough because we were starting with who? Carmen Lobber, still on cross.
However, can I show you a little clip?
Please.
That happened. Listen up here. This happened this afternoon. That really just sums up this entire fucking day. Watch this.
Good morning.
We've met before. Good afternoon.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's all a blur. We've met before, right?
Yeah. Lewis said good morning to the this stupid witness who said good morning right back. It was definitely afternoon, and did you see Nestor? She kind of looked at her like,
and the way she goes,
good afternoon.
Yeah.
It's just all a blur. Yes, it is.
It is.
I don't like agreeing with Lewis because I think she's
an
idiot. However, that is a great example of what this entire day was.
Yes. Also, they had a problem with the thermostat, and it was really cold in there this morning. The judge likened it to a meat locker. And then apparently they managed to start getting the temperature up throughout the day. But it was a rough day in Courtland. So let's
absolutely nothing went to plan. Not at all.
Nothing. Could not. So we start with Carmen.
Poor Carmen. My God.
And Wendy Lewis on cross is just as insufferable as she was yesterday, maybe more. It wasn't very different than yesterday. We talked about the Michael Jackson drug again. We talked about that $1,300 check again. One thing that was different is she played a phone call. She was trying to make Carmen say what she did or didn't say to Nick Bonsavage. And she says it was something she didn't say, and Nick says that she did say it, and they replayed a call, and it was just more stuff that just doesn't matter at all, or really mean anything to this case at all.
No. Was really just all about what a piece of shit Carmen is. I mean, that's just all that she was just hammering on, whatever bad things Carmen has done in her life.
So then she starts really hammering down on trying to make her say that the detectives essentially coerced her, that they laid out the facts and just made her sign something regardless of whether it was true or not. It was a lot of stuff like that, like really trying to lead her into agreeing that she had no idea what happened, but the police just told her, so she agreed with it because she didn't want to go to jail. And Carmen didn't give her that. She did say, yeah, they helped me lay out a timeline with proof.
Yeah.
But she's like, but I agreed with what they said. It's, she did her best. But
well, they were showing her text messages and various things of her own communications, helping her remember, hey, this is on your phone. Remember this?
Yeah.
I do have a clip of this.
Yes.
In March of 2022.
What do you mean by that?
Well, when you were interviewed in 2023, you didn't remember what had happened, correct?
Correct. It's a lot to take in.
It's a lot to take in. And you didn't remember it a year after the fact. So you really don't even remember now what happened in 2022 and 2022, correct?
Rephrase your question. That kind of confuses.
You didn't remember in 2023 what happened in 2022, and you don't now remember what happened in 2022, right?
Yes and no.
It's been laid out for you by someone else, correct?
Due to data and cell phone data and everything, yes.
All right, so whatever memory you have is what was, you don't have a personal memory, it was shown to you.
No, I have partial memory.
You have a partial memory.
I have memory, yes.
All right, fair to say your memory was better 1 year after the fact than 4 years after the fact, right?
It is confusing later on, years later, yes.
Okay. And you were using and selling that whole time in drug court?
I was not using and selling the whole time.
The whole period we're talking about of February and March of 2022?
Yes.
Kouri never once asked you for fentanyl, correct?
No, not correct. I mean, yes.
That
Wait,
is-
you confused me. Can you ask the question again?
Kouri never asked you for fentanyl, true?
I had told her that that's what Robbie had, and she said, okay, go ahead and get it.
Let me ask the question again. Kouri never asked you for fentanyl, true?
Yes.
the toothpaste is out of the tube, Wendy. She said it over and over again.
Right.
You can try and nail her to that one question and cherry pick that one answer, but she said it over and over again. No, Kouri did not specifically ask her for fentanyl. She asked for something stronger. When she told her fentanyl is all they could get, she said, okay, fine, get it.
Right. So she knew it was fentanyl.
Yeah. It doesn't matter if
She
she
knew.
asked specifically. She was told and she said, yes, get it. I mean, how hard is this? You think the jury isn't just hearing what she's saying? I mean, come on.
I mean, this is 3 hours in today,
Mhm.
including breaks. I would
Yeah.
imagine the jury is so fucking tired of this shit,
Mhm.
as we all were.
Yep.
This was fortunately at the end of her cross.
Yeah.
And you bought prescription Oxycontin from Susan Kohler, correct?
Correct.
No, it's oxycodone.
You got light green pills from Crozier sometime in February of 2022, correct?
Correct.
And then you went back and said, give me more of the same, correct?
Correct.
And the last time you went back was after Eric Richins died, correct?
I'm not sure.
Well, the last purchase was May 9th of 2020, March 9th of 2022, correct?
Correct.
After
Constantly
and you know
wrong.
Eric died on.
She's constantly wrong. And then she's pissed at Carmen for not remembering. But the attorney can't even keep it straight.
No, she's constantly trying to trip Carmen up
Ugh.
with the wrong information and then has to say, oh, excuse me, I misspoke. You know, Wendy,
It's
maybe
not like
you laid
it
it on a
happened a
little
couple
thick.
times. It
Oh.
happened so many times.
Between yesterday and today, over and over again. How can you
Insane.
possibly come across to the jury as really knowing what you're talking about and this person doesn't when you cannot quit getting it wrong yourself?
Right. Yeah. Also, she just keeps saying Oxycontin, and it wasn't Oxycontin, it was oxycodone. God.
Yeah.
Like, she can't even keep that straight.
Right.
And
Or the
yet she
dates.
expects poor addicted Carmen to
Mhm.
remember everything exact from 4 years ago. And the attorney doesn't even remember.
No,
God.
it's bananas. Oh, I think we both started it. Go ahead.
March 4th, correct?
It was March 5th he passed away.
Well, I think it was March 4th, but either way,
Sure.
the pills were after he passed away.
So there you go. That was kind
It
of
was
how
just a lot of that
went.
bullshit.
Yeah. Then we get, well, actually, no, we still have one more clip, right?
I
Oh,
don't
that's what
have
we
it.
had.
I don't have a prosecutor clip because there wasn't really
Oh, yeah,
anything
no.
significant said.
Well, no. So Wendy, basically, that's kind of how Wendy ends it, is just trying to make her admit that she doesn't remember anything, that the police just put it all together and she just signed it. Makes her admit that, you know, if she were to not come and tell the truth during this proceeding, that she would go to prison for a long time. By the time it was over, by the time she was done with Carmen was sobbing.
Yes.
It was so brutal. I can't even imagine how uncomfortable the jury was at this point.
so ugly and unnecessary. And if she'd had a clear timeline, she could have gone through all of that in 15 fucking minutes.
Mm.
It was
And
just
it
the
was a meat
exact
locker
same
in
thing
there.
over and over and over and over.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So then,
Yes, and constantly interchanging impeach with
Yes.
refresh the jury.
Mhm.
No, absolutely no one knew what was happening. I mean, at one point the judge said he needed a bathroom break.
Yeah.
When I think he just was like, I gotta stop the train.
Yeah.
I gotta stop the fucking train.
I need out of here, man. I need out.
Yeah. Well, and then he met with Lewis and the one prosecutor in his chambers.
Yeah, after they yelled at each other for a minute in front
Yeah.
of the jury. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the prosecutor comes up on redirect. And what he wants to do is dig into the transcripts and start putting some of them on record, showing how the defense was just cherry picking very specific statements, not like the whole paragraph or what was said, to try to make Carmen look bad, which is exactly what she did. We know that. We've listened to it now for what? How many hours do you think she had Carmen on the stand? 6, 8 total?
Jesus, something like that. Yeah. 'Cause
Yeah.
It was all of yesterday.
Yeah.
But
So
yesterday was a partial day. I don't know.
yeah.
Oh no,
So
it wasn't. No, it wasn't. That was the day before.
No, that was
partial
the day
It was
before.
all day yesterday.
Yesterday was an extremely long day. So Carmen, so the state is trying to, they want to put the entire length of the police interview transcripts with Carmen on the record. It's over 900 pages.
It's like 6 or 7
Interestingly-
different meetings.
Mm-hmm. Wendy Lewis is like, but I haven't even read all of those. Are you sure, Wendy? Are you sure? Because you just put us through 8 hours of grueling with those in the binders and cherry picking very specific statements that you picked out to make Carmen look like a big liar. Are you sure you haven't read those? But okay, Jan. But they are objecting on the hearsay rule. And the judge is really trying to give the prosecution the benefit of the doubt. He's like, give me a law. Give me a reason. Because Idaho or Utah's rules of discovery aren't on your side right now. So give me a law that I could apply here. And he just
they've got to
couldn't
overcome hearsay.
to overcome
this.
hearsay. Basically, what it comes down to is he needed some specific things pulled out that he could put on the record, not the entire 900 and some pages. And he didn't. He was unprepared. I guess he thought he could just put that entire thing on the record, but it didn't happen.
The judge gave him multiple opportunities to switch up his argument, and he just never did.
No, he couldn't.
It was bad.
He had one set of rules that he kept going back to and just couldn't get beyond them. So they ended up keeping poor Carmen under subpoena because he's still going to go back this weekend now and get all of those statements together that he wants to put on the record and try to put them on the record sometime next week and bring Carmen back. So I hate this for you, Carmen. I really do.
I know, but the judge kept telling him, I'm sure there are parts of those transcripts that do meet the hearsay exception. But you have to tell me what they are.
Yeah.
And he was completely unprepared for that. It was pathetic.
It was disgusted. Yeah. Disgusting. Yeah. Unprepared. So
yeah, and this was the prosecutor. Like,
yeah. Well, yeah, this was Bloodworth. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they finally let poor Carmen go. It was.
But she just ran all the way out till she got out of that building.
God, I'll bet she did. That was at about 12 o'clock. It was, well, yeah, they released Carmen at 11:44, and then there was a lunch break. So then when they get back from lunch, they call this woman named Anna Isbel. Do you have anything on her?
Yeah, I have two.
Okay, let's go ahead and just watch. So Anna, I'll just tell you quickly. She was a friend of Kouri from high school. She was with a man named Hayden Jeffs, who was a handyman for the Richins. Also a drug user and seller, apparently. Hayden has died in a motorcycle crash, so he is not available to testify, but they did put Anna on the stand briefly. Anna did not want to be there. She was angry. She was pissed. Let's take a look.
But she did overhear something.
Did you overhear that call on speakerphone?
Yes.
What on that phone call, if anything, did you hear Kouri Richins ask Hayden Jeffs?
For something for a client. I don't remember what it started with, the T or a P. We didn't know what it was. I went to the bathroom, and when I came back, I don't know who brought it up or how it got around to that. Hayden was just saying, fuck that client. Fentanyl? What? Fuck that. Fuck that.
Hayden's statements, Mr. Bloodworth.
No.
Would you pause for 1 second, Mrs. Isbell? My apologies.
Effect on Kouri Richins.
Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Jeff's side of this conversation, as related by Ms. Isbell, that's an out-of-court statement that you cannot consider for its truth. The only reason you can consider it is for context for whatever Ms. Richins may have said in response after hearing it. Please proceed.
Thank you, sir.
I interrupted you. Did you want to say anything else about that?
Okay, after Mr.
She thought she was in trouble for saying the F word.
Yeah.
She was not. When you're in court, they want you to repeat to them verbatim what happened, and she did. But when there was the objection, you saw her throw her hands up over her mouth. She thought she was in trouble for swearing.
Yeah.
No, ma'am. Tell the truth. All of it.
Jeff said that. How did Ms. Richins respond?
She said, okay, thank you. That's all.
Was there a second call then?
No.
Okay. Did you hear any other of the discussions between Ms. Richins and Mr. Jeffs?
No.
Thank you. No further questions.
I thought it was pretty clear there that the prosecutor expected there to be more to this
I thought
than
so
what she
too.
just said. I think she held some stuff back.
I think she did as well. That seemed to be what he thought. Yeah.
But right, Christy, were all of Kouri's friends using? It seems like Kouri was friends with a lot of addicts.
Mm-hmm.
And by association, possibly Eric as well. But yeah, you kind of start to get a picture of who's in her life.
Definitely. Yeah. Yeah. So then we have Lewis for the state, who, you know how defense attorneys like to constantly try and make it seem like the police did something wrong? And sometimes they did. But, you know, sometimes they just do their jobs and you might not like their methods, but it's not illegal. This felt like one of those times because they did put quite a bit of pressure on her to testify and to speak with them in the first place. So I felt like Ms. Lewis tried really hard to make it seem like they'd done something really terrible. But honestly, even Anna didn't seem to believe that. She's mad. She's hurt.
Oh, she's mad. Yeah.
But she says she did not refuse to cooperate. But I don't know. You guys listen to what she has to say.
Listen to this.
Make your life easier and answer our calls so we can prep you on what you will be asked. Otherwise, the next time I knock on your door, I'll have a warrant and a catch pole for the dog. That's what he said, correct?
Yes.
I don't need to be prepped. Give me the time and date and I will appear. He says it's on your subpoena. You ask, is there more an exact date or a date? Do I need to be there February 23rd through March 26th? His response, we could have discussed that if you ever replied, but since you don't want to, you can plan on showing up every day at 8 o'clock. Next page. Your response, I don't need to be prepped. Give me the time and date and I will appear. Oh, so this is the same. It's repeated. It's on your subpoena, February 23rd. Plan on being there every day. And then you say, I would like it over text message so that I have exactly what you say in writing. And again, he says you're legally obligated to show up on the dates and times on the subpoena. So let's go back. First of all, what was your reaction when he showed you when he sent you these text messages?
Oh, I was livid. I was very upset. I thought it was rude, inconsiderate, and not how you should treat somebody that did nothing wrong.
Okay. And you were asking if he would give you an exact date to show up to court instead of telling you to be here every day, correct?
Yeah.
And he said, well, no.
Yeah.
You be
Should've
here
talked to
every
me.
day, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And that's because you didn't want to come in and be prepped, correct?
I didn't want to speak to them at all.
All right. But you never refused to come in and testify because you were legally obligated to do so. Is that fair?
I never refused.
All right. Now, he said that next time I knock on your door, I'll be there with a warrant and a pole for the dog.
Mm-hmm.
So he threatened to arrest you if he had to come back to try and talk to you.
Yes.
And he said the next time. He'd been to your home before?
Yeah.
Did your dog attempt to attack O'Driscoll when he was at your home before?
No.
Is your dog a vicious dog?
He's a big dog. He's very protective, especially after Hayden's passed. He's behind a fence that you aren't supposed to open unless somebody that knows him is there.
Did he attempt to bite Detective O'Driscoll?
Absolutely not.
Did he touch Detective O'Driscoll?
I don't think he's ever seen my dog. Maybe through the fence.
Through the fence. So you didn't sick your dog on Detective O'Driscoll?
Never.
All right. Okay, thank you. Now let's go back. Sorry that took so long.
What does this have to do with Kouri Richins?
Nothing.
Why was that even allowed?
I don't know.
Was O'Driscoll an asshole? Sounds like it. Was she
Yeah.
difficult? Definitely yes. I mean, I'm not saying what Driscoll said or did was right or wrong. I just don't understand why that was allowed. That had nothing to do with the direct. But yet again, I'm asking myself, why aren't we getting more objections from the state? They're practically asleep over there. They will let anything go on. I don't know why that was allowed.
I don't either. And I mean, ultimately, what he told her is exactly true.
Yeah.
That you are under subpoena for that entire time. And it's not like he was a dick, but he
Mhm.
wasn't lying to her.
He was, but you don't know how she spoke to him. You know, we don't know
Yeah.
exactly what she said, and she did refuse to be prepped, which is a problem, especially considering that they got her on the stand and they were expecting, I'm sure, based on previous statements, for her to share more than she did, and she chose not to. She may have lied.
Yeah, I think the prosecutor was pretty shocked.
But we also know from previous filings that this person sought out the defense and tried to get protection from them because they didn't like the way the Detective Driscoll was treating them.
Right.
So she had
Right.
already
And
ran to the defense and tried to get them to protect her over
Yeah.
this in the past.
yeah. Well, right. And Nestor released these texts.
Yeah.
And they're calling it police harassment, but is it? Because again, we only know part of the story here. We don't know what went on prior to that.
Right. The whole thing, I think, is really troublesome and problematic, just like so much of the rest of this is. Just seems
Yeah.
like so many balls dropped, so many difficulties. I don't know, but they were already ruled on. The only thing the prosecution could object to would be relevance.
Right. The
And
question
maybe
about
other things, but they were
what did
ruled
it
on
have to do
in
with
that,
the original examination questions? Nothing.
right. But you know, but yes, the judge had already ruled on the fact that it was this witness and another who had claimed that the state was harassing them and supposedly went to the defense for protection. This was a couple of months ago. And at that time, the judge decided that no, they were within their rights to assert authority like they did. Again, do I like it? Not really, but I don't like any of this, you know?
Well, I hope O'Driscoll gets asked. You seem
Yeah.
kind of pissed at her. What was going on there? Like,
Right.
get the context.
Well, right, because the door's open now. So, but again, I go, why? What does this have to do with this case? You know?
Yeah.
Of
Been a lot of
Kouri's guilt or innocence. What does it have to do with any of it? Nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one was super uncomfy. I'll bet the jury was very uncomfortable just because
Mm-hmm.
of the back and forth on this one. It sucked. The tension was so high today. Just thinking about any jurors that are pretty sensitive or empathic or, you know, just averse to a lot of confrontation, I'll bet today was incredibly painful to sit through as a
I
juror.
bet it was.
We got a little bit less of this, or left of this one.
You recently completed rehab, right, Anna?
Yeah.
Fairly recently. I mean, it wasn't like last week, but fairly recently. And your drug of choice was alcohol. Is that fair to say?
Yes.
Yeah.
Just,
So then
you know.
she tries to, you know, make it look like maybe Anna was drunk during that conversation and really doesn't remember it at all. Yeah.
Which
She
is
kind of
such a
pretended to be
weird
her
flex,
friend for a minute. No, the defense is not in their case. This is the state. Yeah.
Mhm.
So then after Anna, we get the drug dealer, Robert Crozier. And holy shit, is he a slime ball. Oh my gosh. Wow.
I do have some video of him.
Yeah. Crozier also has an immunity agreement. I can't imagine that the state didn't walk out today wondering if perjury is on the table for him because what? He was terrible. He was absolutely terrible. He was very nasty. Here's a few things to know about him. He has a distribution charge from December 2022 and 2 possession charges in 2023. He claims he started dealing around 2020. He is testifying under immunity in Salt Lake County, Summit County, and federally. He says he sold oxycodone or Roxy 30s, but there's lots of fights over whether it was OxyContin or oxycodone.
He kept pointing out typos in his statement.
Mm-hmm.
It should have said oxycodone, not oxycontin.
But this is
Oxycontin
a
is much
statement
stronger.
that he signed. And then
It
later
is the
came back
statement
and
he
was
said.
like, no, this was all wrong in this. And the state's like, you signed this. You told us this was true. Yeah, was he high today, Jonna? Good question, because he couldn't keep his eyes straight for a second.
And he's got like a Robert Tejas eyebrow thing going on. That is
He does.
weird.
He denied selling fentanyl in early 2022. He says fentanyl pills were later, or were darker, or maybe even purple. He claimed he did not have fentanyl access in early 2022. So here's the problem with Crozier. He initially said he did. His first statement was that he did sell fentanyl to Carmen Lobber. And then he was re-interviewed in 2025 and he changed his mind and said, oh, I didn't even deal that back. She couldn't have bought it from me because I wasn't even dealing fentanyl back in 2022. Yeah, no, I don't know. Not me. New phone. Who
Make
dis?
no mistake. He has dealt fentanyl, just not
Yes.
right then.
Yes. Yeah. Rosanna had said in the chat, he looks like if Alex Cox and Robert Tejas had a baby. He really does.
Yes, he does.
He really does.
There might be a little bit of Taylor business in there too. Just saying.
Mm-hmm. Oh, definitely some business. Yes. He estimated that there were 30 to 40 pills exchanged in the first Draper Maverick meeting. He says he met
teeny little baggie.
Mm-hmm. He says he met Carmen once clearly, possibly twice. He was like, Carmen, I don't know Carmen. Who's Carmen? Carmen who? You know, and they're like, yeah, that's not what the text messages will show there, Robert. So again, he signed an affidavit on September 10th, 2025. This is after he's changed his mind several times. And now he says it has typos between OxyContin and oxycodone.
Yeah. It's just typos, guys. That's all it is. He wasn't really out there selling fentanyl and oxycontin.
He says he was confused during police questioning. He says detectives were telling him what he'd been doing. He says he didn't want to get in more trouble. He says that Carmen never asked for Michael Jackson stuff. And she may not have. She'd looked it up and knew it was propofol at that point. So she may not have asked for Michael Jackson stuff.
But there have been some things said today that made me think that Kouri thought the Michael Jackson stuff was fentanyl. Did you get that?
Interesting. I wondered about that too. Yeah, I wondered.
Yeah. She wasn't talking about propofol. She was talking about fentanyl.
Mm-hmm. I think you're absolutely correct.
Some of the things the way they were said today, I went, she thinks that's fentanyl.
Yep. I'll bet you're right. He said he was detoxing during police interviews and he was confused. So let's watch this.
I mean, the very same could be said of Carmen.
Sure.
But the grace given to old Robbie by Lewis.
Oh, yeah.
Compared
totally
to
different.
the raft of shit given to Carmen by Lewis really pissed me off.
Very glaring. Yeah, so let's take a look at this fool.
Here's Robbie with the prosecutor just to kind of get an idea of what a dipshit this guy is.
Yeah, it might have been some text. I don't know. That was 4 years ago.
Sure. When you spoke or texted with her, what did she ask for?
As far as I remember, she was asking for Roxy's for the oxycodone.
Did she identify what she was asking for by any label other than Roxy's?
No.
Did you at
Look at
that
those
time
eyes.
believe that?
Yeah, his
Roxy's
eyes
meant
are everywhere.
Oxycodone?
Yes, the only thing that I know, I know they mean. Excuse me.
Did you set up to sell to her?
I set up to meet her in Draper.
Did you set up to meet her at a Maverick in Draper?
Yes.
Or a Draper and Maverick? Just wondering.
Did you ultimately meet her at that Maverick and Draper?
Yes.
Where were you coming from to get to the Draper?
At that,
To the Draper. He said, did it
Roy?
again.
maybe, or Layton.
Do you remember how many times you agreed to meet her at the Draper?
At the Draper.
Like I said, it was 4 years ago. I remember once clearly, maybe twice.
Could there have been a third time?
I don't think so.
They know there's
So
3.
let's talk about the first time you can recall. Is that the one you recall the clearest?
I mean, yeah. Yeah, I
Look
believe
at
it
his
was raining
face.
that day, and she was coming from quite a distance, so we met in
His
Draper
eyebrows and his eyes rolling around.
to make it easier.
Once you met at the,
I will say, though, watching him, I think he probably has had a traumatic brain injury. One eye is
Yeah,
higher than the
that's
other.
true.
And there's some things that I think maybe came off as high that could have also been brain injury.
True. Good point.
Maverick and Draper,
Mhm.
did you meet up with her personally?
I mean, she was in a car.
Okay.
I went up to the car. She handed me the money. I gave her the pills, and then went our separate ways.
Did you have the pills with you, or did you have to go get them from somebody?
I don't remember.
Do you remember what she looked like?
I really don't. I think she was Mexican, kind of short, but I don't know if she was in a car the whole time. Like, I don't even think she got out because I remember it was raining.
So there was a lot of that with the prosecutor.
Mm-hmm. It was tough to watch. It was frustrating. It felt like they weren't really going to get anything out of him. They really didn't get much of anything out of him. But I still feel like when all the Celebrite data and all the location data comes down, we'll know exactly where Robert was.
We will. That's the thing, I think. Okay, so now I have Robbie making it very clear that he didn't that he did not sell fentanyl.
Mm-hmm.
That you never did sell fentanyl to Carmen Lobber.
I told them that I'm pretty sure that I sold her Roxy's and not fentanyl.
So you told them, excuse me. You told them basically the same thing that you said in September of 2025 and what you're saying today
Yes.
in your testimony. And did you sign a sworn affidavit that that in fact happened?
I did.
All right. And were you sober when you met with the prosecution in 2025
I was.
to tell them that I never sold her fentanyl, I sold her Roxy 30s,
Yes.
oxycodone.
Oxycodone.
Okay.
Right? Pretty sure.
Pretty sure.
When you you talked to your friend Nicole. What did she tell you? No, let me rephrase that. What was your understanding of what Carmen Lobber wanted? She said, I have a friend who wants some pills. What was your understanding of what that friend wanted?
That she wanted Roxy's. Roxy's. I'm sorry.
So again, you didn't start selling fentanyl until late 2022.
That's right.
You had no access to it in January, February, March of 2022.
No.
When you did start selling fentanyl, what color were those pills?
Like almost purple.
A really dark color.
Yeah. Yeah, they were very distinctive.
Okay. So not light blue, not light green.
Mhm.
Did anyone ever ask you for the Michael Jackson stuff?
I'm sorry.
I think that answers my question. Nobody ever asked you, Carmen Lobber didn't ask you to sell her the Michael Jackson drug.
No. No, is that,
Do you know what that is?
what do they call that? Prohypnol or something?
Propofol.
Propofol. There you go. Yeah, I've heard of it as I've watched the Michael Jackson thing when he died, but yeah.
But could we all just agree that it wouldn't be that surprising if this dude knew all about Rohypnol?
Yeah, I think we definitely could, and that's kind of what he called it at first.
He tried to, yep.
Mm-hmm.
And then he went, shit, don't say that. Yeah. And yeah, the way these two are acting like besties, wowza.
Nobody's ever asked me for that.
Do you know if you can even
I
buy that on the street?
I doubt it.
Okay.
It seems like they would keep that under a tight lock and key.
All right. All right. I'm just going to summarize and then we're going to be done. Okay.
These two
So-
made me want to throw up.
When you
Mhm.
initially agreed with detectives that you might have sold fentanyl, you were high, you were coming down, and you don't remember saying that specifically. True.
That is correct. Yes.
And when you met with myself and Mr. Bertram in September of 25, and you said you were selling only oxycodone, you were sober, correct?
Yes.
And you were being truthful?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, he was being truthful and stuff. Maybe, probably.
For sure.
Probably didn't really sell fentanyl. I don't think I did. Probably not.
Probably
Yeah.
not. I don't know. Yeah, the whole Rohypnol thing, I think maybe sold him out just a little.
Right? Jesus.
So I have one last video, and I called it the ass kiss video. And that is Lewis kissing Robbie's ass. It's gross. I mean, you saw this exchange, right? No.
All of his blinking, squishing eyes, and yeah.
After she's been such a heinous cow to Carmen,
hmm
then we get this bullshit.
With detectives that you might have sold fentanyl, you were high, you were coming down, and you don't remember saying that specifically. True.
That is correct. Yes.
And when you met with myself and Mr. Bertram in September of 25, and you said you were selling only oxycodone, you were sober, correct?
Yes.
And you were being truthful?
Yes.
All right. When you met with Mr. Bloodworth and his investigator in April of 2025, you were sober,
Yes.
and you said you were only selling oxycodone in early 2022.
That's correct.
You sober today?
I am.
In fact, congratulations, you just finished your treatment program, right?
Thank you. I did.
What was your sober date
August 26th,
of 2020?
25.
25. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Robert, I want you to look at the jury.
Sorry, wait a second. He talked to the prosecution in the spring. Says he was sober. Talks to her crew in September. Says he was sober. Now he's telling us his sober date was October 26th?
August.
Or, yeah,
So he
August
was not
26th.
sober when he talked
was
to the
not
prosecutor.
sober when he changed his whole statement in the spring. Yeah.
Yep. No. Also, yeah,
I
are
want
they
you to tell
flirty?
them.
Yeah.
Are
Yeah.
you telling the truth here today?
Yes, I am telling the truth.
Okay. I have nothing further.
Yes, I am telling the truth.
Mr. Blood.
This
Mhm.
time.
Mr. Crozier,
Oh. The state was frustrated. I was frustrated. I don't know what the jury thought of all of that. I think that was bizarre, the interactions between the two of them.
It was really weird.
That was way too personal, you know? I don't know.
was.
That was very strange to me.
The Michael Jackson drug thing, I think that was a setup.
I do too.
The way he was like, "Excuse me," I was like, "Oh, she's asked him that before."
Mm-hmm.
He knew that was coming.
Yeah, he did.
I cannot imagine that anybody's first response to that would be, "Excuse me,"
Mm-hmm.
on the stand.
Especially that guy. That doesn't
Yeah.
track for me at all.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Right, Sweet Relief says, I've got some questions. I think everybody does. I'll bet the jury does. That was really weird. But not as weird as what came next. What came next was a detective on the stand who comes out of Salt Lake County. He's Salt Lake City Police. He's a special investigations narcotics officer. And the state interviews him for a few minutes, and then he mentions that he's an undercover narcotics detective. and the whole courtroom screeches to a halt. And the judge,
I think we all went, uh-oh.
yep. And the judge told Court TV to cut their feed immediately and not turn it back on until they had permission. And basically, it appears that what happened is that they had this undercover officer on the stand showing his face, and they weren't supposed to.
They doxed an undercover narcotics officer in Salt Lake City.
That makes me really sad for this officer. What's going to happen to his work, to his job, to what he does? Because he was pretty distinctive as well.
He's going to have to cut off that beard is what's going to happen. Because you can see that coming from a mile away, man.
So we will remove his portion of testimony from our stream. We'll clip it out.
So our stream for today is unavailable right now. I pulled it down until we get that fixed because we don't want to be doxing him.
No. His name's out there, and we put his name out there too in our notes, but I don't know that matters anymore. But we'll at least take his face out. Was it the prosecutor's mistake? Was it the court's mistake? Was it the media's mistake? We don't know.
I mean, in the past when we've seen this happen, and we've seen it happen many times, the judge will say, this next witness, for his safety or their safety, we will not be live streaming this testimony, or we will be live streaming, but you'll only get audio and you won't be seeing this person's face for their safety.
Yeah.
And it's always law enforcement. I mean, Nick Balance, it happened several times in the Daybell Ballo trials because he was an undercover FBI agent.
Yeah.
We all heard him talk, but, so I don't know who should have known that. I would think they should have all known that, but it seemed very clear that the judge didn't know. And you'd think he'd be the guy that was supposed to know, because usually they announce it ahead of time.
Yeah.
So they just yanked the stream, and then we have no idea what happened during that time, except that Nestor asked for a mistrial.
She did.
And I don't know if it was because of that being live streamed. We don't know. They're going to address that on Monday on the record. But all we know is
it was denied, but yeah.
It was. Did they know ahead of time? Well, someone should have. If he wasn't supposed to be shown on the live stream, I mean, everyone should have known that. Yeah. And the judge should have said, hey, remember, this is happening.
Right.
Don't be putting that guy's face on the internet.
Yeah.
But
so who specifically dropped the ball? We don't know.
It was Court TV that caught it. But did Court TV know? And they fucked up? I don't know.
No one knows.
But I've never seen it where the judge didn't address it first. And explain why this was happening. So that was really odd.
And they just plunged forward like nothing. When he
came
in.
I mean, they tried not to make it a big deal. Except we all know it's a big deal.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, his face is all over YouTube. It's all over it's all over Twitter. We just won't be a part of that. So
no, we won't.
So that happened, and then we get the last guy on the stand for the day, Marcos. I don't know how to say this. Garaycochea.
It was something.
We're gonna
like that.
say Garaycochea, okay? We'll just say Marcos. How's that? So Marcos is from the Salt Lake DA Digital Forensics. So the thing is, Summit County is very small, and their sheriff's office or police force is very small. So when they have larger things that need to be done, like that are specialized, a lot of times that just is subbed out to surrounding counties, particularly Salt Lake, because that's the state capital. That's a huge city. They have way more resources. Now, to be fair, Summit County is a very wealthy county, and so they're a well-funded police force, but they still don't have need for, certain specialties that are going to get farmed out to other places. But anyway, so Marcos was in charge of extracting data from 4 cell phones using Celebrite. One of the phones required some screen repair from water damage and debris, and he fixed it so that he could work on it. He said that repairs don't alter stored data. He took photos of evidence packages before extraction and then after. He returned the raw data to Summit County Sheriff's Office. He did not analyze the data, just extracted it. That was his whole job. They talked about how different forensic tools can get different results. He used Gray Key, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So Celebrate and Gray Key to pull all this stuff out off the phones. 2 of the phones were broken and could not be restored. The defense wanted to know if the phones were in a Faraday bag. What they were trying to insinuate is that perhaps the phones could have been altered by outside sources. Were they not protected? He says they were not in Faraday bags, but they were powered off.
Faraday bags?
Right.
Like the cops are putting Give me
Yeah.
a break.
No, they're not. Yeah.
Just more implication that the cops did this wrong. Which, I mean, I'm not
Mhm.
thrilled with them. But I don't think they were out there intentionally altering evidence either.
No. So there's always been some argument about the chain of custody of Kouri's phone. The phone or phones that they took from her car the day that they arrested her. The defense has filed motions in the past trying to keep those out because they tried to claim that they were taken, that they were beyond the scope of the search warrant and things like that, and they were
Yeah,
ruled
there were.
against. So they're still,
Yeah.
I think, pretty bitter about that. But at any rate, that was his testimony, and that was the day. So the judge called court to about an hour early, which was great because I think maybe I wouldn't even say even him, probably mostly him, couldn't take another minute of this courtroom today.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah. Right, and they didn't
Yeah,
need Faraday bags because they were off, or Faraday bags because they were off. Yeah.
Right. And that it's just an extreme, but that's how defense goes.
It is.
They go to the extreme.
I mean, you can't argue that Kouri's not getting a robust defense. Because she definitely is.
I don't really, yeah. I'll just leave it at that.
Mm-hmm. So that's where it's at. So we'll pick up on Monday morning. So will we see Carmen Lobber on Monday, or will it be later in the trial? No idea.
A Faraday bag is when you put an electronic in it, it can't transmit outside the bag, but nothing can transmit through the bag to get to the data.
Mm-hmm. Faraday bags are most frequently, as far as my understanding, by diplomats.
Yeah. Yeah, to make sure their phones can't get cloned and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, and anything inside a Faraday bag would be considered the property of said country, and nobody could access it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But anyway.
Seems a bit extreme in this case.
Yeah, and the phones were powered off as soon as they were confiscated, so at any rate. Yeah. Sweet Relief says, I doubt she'll be back. I think they can introduce transcripts through other witnesses, right? Well, they could. I mean, that's part of it. The police officers that interviewed Carmen can share that side of the transcript. And that is something that the judge pointed out to the state today that they could do. I hope for Carmen's sake she's not back. I hate for her to have to see freaking Wendy Lewis again. I really do.
Right. I think the prosecutor wanted to use the transcripts to try to mitigate some of what the damage done by the defense. I don't know. I think we're also damn confused about which incident was which and which one happened, and if it was blues or dirty 30s, or not dirty 30s, but 30 Roxy 30s, or were they green or were they blue, or who was driving, what day was this? I don't know. I don't know if anyone can remember now.
I would imagine no one can. Frankly, I think the entire takeaway. Me neither. She went too far. She just went too far. It took too long. It was too much. She went back over the same information so many times, in so many different ways, that I can't imagine what the jury's takeaway is. My takeaway, frankly, was that Carmen is an addict. She was addicted at the time. Kouri asked her to buy drugs for her. She did. She delivered them. Kouri paid her. That's what I know.
Bada bing, bada boom. That never changed.
Yep.
That is what never changed. The entire time is that, Carmen bought drugs because Kouri asked her to, and delivered them to Kouri and got paid by Kouri. Yeah.
I mean,
that never changed.
That didn't change.
Yeah.
Was Carmen a liar? Sure, she was. There's no question about that. Is Carmen on an immunity deal? Yeah, she is. They haven't denied that the whole time. But yes, her story never changed.
Yeah.
All the
No, it
details,
didn't.
all the stuff they tried to trip her up on, yeah, that was all over the map. But I
It
gotta
was.
say,
And there were,
even as a non-addict, I would have a hell of a time telling you about something that happened 4 years ago.
but the basic details did not change.
No.
Right. Yeah. Somebody said the prosecutor couldn't object because nobody could remember what was said before and what wasn't. He actually did object several times today, quite a bit more than he did yesterday.
Yeah, he did. He was quite a bit more aggressive with that witness, at least. Yeah. Yep. So, obviously this weekend, please touch grass, do good things for yourselves. Step away from true crime for a little while, because Monday morning is going to come bright and early. And we'll be back over on the True Crime Squad Trials page for the next week of this. So,
Yes.
yeah, eat your Wheaties and stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, the judge was objecting. It's true.
Yeah, the judge did. Well, and he rephrased a couple of times for Carmen.
Mm-hmm.
And he kept saying, I'm confused. The prosecutor's confused. Everyone's confused.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, clarifying questions. He was really trying. You could see he was also feeling sorry for Carmen. And probably just over frickin' Lisa or Wendy and all of her theatrics. Yeah.
And just like probably looking at the jury, like they all look like their heads are spinning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Do they still make Wheaties? I don't even know. I don't know.
So.
Good question.
I never really ate them ever before or now. So
yeah, our grandparents did. I remember them at their house. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All righties. Well, we will see you guys on Monday. So we'll be on the True Crime Squad channel all day. I believe the stream will start at 8:30 per normal. And then we'll be back at 6 p.m. for the wrap-up. So that's what you can expect all of next week. Unless we tell you otherwise if things change. But that's what we know so far.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. All righty, guys. Well, thanks so much. This has been yet another production of the True Crime Squad.
Bye, everybody.
Join the super squad, bonus laughs, deeper clues, same sharp sleuths, just extra clues.